All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and it is on the
Woo!
correct microphone.
It is son of a bitch.
It's correct. You're good.
Oh, I'm good. Don't touch anything.
Don't touch shit.
Okay. See, that's what I need to hear. I need to hear don't touch shit. Hello, dead man.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to VT Network. I'm your host,
Oh,
Dead
I say
Man. With
hello to
me is
dead man, and
Gibby.
he says hello to everybody.
Hello,
like
Gibby.
I don't fucking
Hello.
No, it's
Hello,
too
my
late now. I
favorite
don't
little
care.
Michigander.
No, I don't give. I don't care. I don't care.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
What's going on, Bubba?
Man, a lot of stuff has happened in media, and I don't know where the fuck to begin. So we're gonna start with a couple of things. Number one being, what have you been watching this week, man? Because honestly, like I'm still trying to like organize my whole thought process here.
Damn, has this fucked you up this bad this week?
A lot has happened, and enough has happened for me to go.
Where the fuck do we start with all of it?
Yeah, like you motherfuckers are saying stuff that I cannot like opinionate on, but I can like just bloviate on. So, what have you been watching this week, man?
Okay, so hold on. I gotta get comfy. Unfortunately, I start thirds tonight, so I had to put some actual pants on because I don't want to be called a whore because I was just sitting around in my underwear.
Again?
I watched, as always, watched the new episode of One Punch Man today. Still don't know what everybody's bitching about. It's good. It's great. The animation's fine. I think a lot of you are just being purists, and you expected this entire what was it 6-year wait time for a new season, and now it's not looking like something made in the 90s. So now everybody's just got the biggest hair up their twat hole because it's not what they expect. I think it looks good. I think it was worth the wait, and it's looking cool. The only problem is I forgot how talky the first 4 to 5 episodes of One Punch Man is, because it's not just season 3. Season 1 and 2 also had that same issue as well. So I'm kind of just waiting for it to get that fucking Ugga Chugga train going, because we have yet to leave the state line.
Right.
We're still in the same state that we've been in. I just know it takes a minute. I also watched. Oh fuck! I cannot say the name of this, so I'm gonna slaughter it and then I'll correct it next week, or I will post it on X, which you can follow me over at x.com/enoughsnuff, because I'm in the process of making accounts for this show. I've just been busy as fuck this week. It's called Gachikato.
Gachikato.
Yeah, is that what it called? Is that what it's called? Did I call it right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, watch the first 4 episodes of that, and man, that art style is fucking clean.
Very.
Reminds me of Jujutsu Kaisen had a baby with like Invader Zim.
I like the lines it has. It's I haven't really gotten quite into it yet. It's like I've watched for a few minutes of the first episode, then I got distracted by something else. But no, it does look good.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. I like the art style. I like how it's drawn. I like how the characters are written. They're not written like it's written like the world around them exists.
Yeah.
Like they don't just exist in their own little zones, but the whole world around them does exist. And that's hard to find when it comes to anime and manga, because a lot of them are like, oh, this happens in the world daily. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Yeah, this happens all the time here. Cool. No one told me.
Awesome. I just watched a dwarf get cut in half by a pint-sized preteen. Oh yeah, that's Tim. It happens every Tuesday.
Yeah, why about it?
It's Wednesday. Oh shit, he's going bonus this year, ain't he?
He's working overtime for Christmas.
For real. I mean, if we're looking for a place to start, I have the perfect jumping point to go off of, because this has pissed in my Cheerios, and I have been so upset about it all week.
Please do.
So as many of you know, the 10-year anniversary of Fallout 4 happened this last week.
It's someone's kink, I'm sure.
It's what?
Welcome to the show, Tess.
Welcome to the show. It's wonderful. So as many of you know, Fallout 4 got its 10-year anniversary this week, and coming with that, we had a Fallout Day.
Yeah.
Now everybody on Twitter was excited for it. Are we going to get a new Vegas remaster? Are we going to get an Oblivion remaster? Because they did that with are we going to get a Fallout 3 new master? Are we going to get a new Vegas remaster? Are we going to get Fallout 5? Are we going to even get a trailer for it? We sat there with bated breath, excited, looking at the Twitch stream, watching the comments flood with W's in the chat. That's all that was happening. And we seen the screen pop up. And of course, we get the announcement, which they're working with St. Jude's. Not going to talk shit on that. I want to make that abundantly clear before I go on this tirade that I'm going on. I am not going to complain about them working with St. Jude's. I think them working with St. Jude's is a great thing, especially with a company that size. I want to make that clear. So, we begin. They talk about Fallout Day, everything coming with Fallout Day. We're going to get guest appearances. We're going to get stuff talked about. And the first thing they say is, we are going to talk with the execs that used to work on Obsidian. Oh boy, we get Obsidian. You know what that means? Obsidian, the people who worked on Fallout New Vegas and made it what it was. What did we get? We got a thank you, can't believe the game's this old, and a collector's edition for $150. No mention of a remaster, no mention of a remake, just a collection, all the DLC, a new statue, and some art.
Yep, that's it.
That's all we got. So we're like, okay, you know what? New Vegas remaster. We might have been a little over the top of that. We expect a little much. That was our fault. Okay, we'll get through it. We'll do that. This rest of the show goes on. We get an update on Fallout 76. There's a new update coming out in December. I don't play 76.
Maybe.
So I don't give a shit. I could really care less what happens in 76. Because we just got the Ohio update, if not 2 weeks ago. So I don't know why we're just announcing this now.
Right.
When that could have waited till Fallout Day. But hey, maybe, I just think I'm bitching at this point. And then prepare yourself, Dead Man. Are you sitting on the edge of your seat for this exciting Fallout 4 news that I'm about to drop on you? We got Fallout 4, the Collector's Edition.
Part 5.
It's going to happen that way. Skyrim's not doing it anymore, baby. Now we got to pull Fallout 4 through that fucking trail of glass.
God,
which again, it's Bethesda. So you know what we're going to have? We're going to have the base game, all the DLC, and what they say, over 300 items from the collection kit. Whoop-de motherfucking do. I am so glad we were hyping up a day to just get that, like, the weakest drop of fucking nut juice as announcements. And then the last one that, mind you, I don't play mobile games because I think my cell phone is mostly for reading and for watching stupid shit.
And porn.
Fallout. Well, not on the main computer. We now get seasons in Fallout Shelters.
Yeah.
Let me say this one more time for people that couldn't hear me correctly. We are getting seasons in a mobile video game that nobody even talks about. The only people that talk about that are little kids that they can't play actual teen-rated games and boomers.
Or Roblox, yeah.
That's what we got for Fallout Day. And then afterwards, because obviously they seen the reception that it was getting. A lot of people were like, wow, this is the biggest slap in the face as a Bethesda fan ever. So Todd Howard decided to make a video and said, we're working on games. We just can't talk about them yet. We're working on these games for you guys. We just can't discuss them yet. Like, no, you fucking can. You can. You are just saying this right now because you've pissed off your entire fan base and you're still walking away like, well, that was a success. I don't think we could have went any better than that. Get fucked, buddy.
Yeah, Fallout Day had a lot of controversy, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, there was so much that happened. But before I get into it, welcome Danny to the show. Welcome Wanda to the show. Thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna talk about anime and everything else here pretty soon. We're just gonna get through Fallout Day first because honestly, it was a disaster. And
oh yeah,
the idea that they know what we want. Right, like it's not a question. It's not a well. Maybe they are thinking about. No, we've made it definitively clear what we want. What we want is Halo 5 or a Vegas remaster or some 3 remaster, something that's going to actually put some time into our computers or our gaming systems, and they absolutely just refuse to fucking do it.
Yeah, and I'm sick of playing games from fucking 15 years ago when I could easily just, I don't need a remaster. I can boot up the entire thing and run mod packs.
Right.
I want
Yeah.
like a legitimate 100% remaster like we got with Oblivion Remastered. I would, if they shadow dropped it, I would not have mentioned a word of it this entire show. I would have shut the fuck up a kiss, kept it closed, and been like, yeah, Fallout 8 was good. Got a New Vegas remaster, and that's all I would have said about it. That'd have been the
That's
only
it,
thing
yeah.
mentioned. But no. It's fucking ridiculous. It blows my mind that as a fan base are letting a company constantly do this. And I think
They got away with it with fucking Skyrim. Why aren't they gonna try it with this? Like, in all reality.
Because I'm hoping now, mind you, this isn't like I can see it happening, but I'm hoping that we've seen the treatment that Skyrim got. We've seen the remasters, re-releases, anniversary editions, collector's edition. We've seen that happen for so long. God willing, God hoping, I will sacrifice my firstborn for this, that we are going to not let that happen for a second time. Because if that happens for a second time, I have no faith in the Fallout community, and I think that they have no right to bitch about anything anymore. They have no right to complain about not getting any new content if you guys are just going to consistently buy the same game over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, this is one of
just
those we have
because
to
it gets
vote for
collector's
our
edition
wallets.
smacked on it.
Yeah, we have to vote with our wallets on this one. And Danny and Tess, you guys, I know this is gamer talk, and you guys aren't really big gamers, but we can relate this to the exact same way of, think of it like this: how many fucking editions are there of Star Wars: A New Hope? How many times does that
so
have
many.
to get remastered, re-edited, re-put in, unmastered,
Recut.
demastered, full cut, all like alternate cut? Like,
Circumcised edition.
yeah, so it's the exact same thing as that, like the ridiculousness of it, just for gamers, and it does get exhausting after a while. But
Oh, it's going to be a gamer heavy episode today, folks. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here. But
there is going to be a lot of gaming talk today, but we're also going to talk about a lot of other stuff. For instance, I haven't seen the new One Punch Man episode because last time I checked it wasn't available. But I will say that the complaining of One Punch Man fans is really starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It really is starting to get on my fucking nerves. Like they yes, we waited so long for this new season. Yes, we waited so long for this to continue. It's the bearer of bad news. We waited so long for these things to happen, and this is what we're getting. Yes, and you know why. Like, you motherfuckers are trying to tell a guy who created the show, who created a studio to continue his show without the oversight and interference of other creators so he could tell the story the way he wanted to, how to animate his show. That's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. And if you... This is something that I don't like saying, but this is one of those instances I have to say it. If you think he's doing it so wrong, go out and do it yourself. Go out, make a better One Punch Man, write a better story, go to a studio, find yourself a better animator, and do it yourself. Because this guy is literally doing his own fucking studio so that he can avoid interference. And this is something Gibby talked about, that he wants more mangaka people or manga authors to do, and I disagreed with him. I think that they should hook up with people like this guy who doesn't want to interfere with the story, who wants to tell more of an independent author type of creative space. Now, the PNG thing and everything else, it's also starting to leak into Invincible. Like, oh yeah, Invincible.
Did I delete that? Did I delete that post I sent you, or did I send you that? Did I send you that in Messenger?
I think you sent that to me in Messenger.
Okay, all right. I want to read that, but keep going with what you're doing. But I want to read that so people can see the real what happens when you constantly bomb and bomb and bomb somebody's animation and then harass the team that's working on it.
Yeah, and I can understand to a certain extent the disappointment. I really can, because I'm one of those people that likes to look at all sides of things. However, people coming out and screaming about how terrible this is and then making their own fan edits and stuff like that, cool. You did that for a 20-second clip for free, or you used AI or whatever, or fill in the blank. These people, hey, bye, Des. Thank you for stopping by. These people are working for half-hour episodes for years to develop the story and how to tell it. You did an edit for 20 seconds or 15 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever. This
and you were already handed the building blocks of this episode. You didn't have to draw it, you didn't have to storyboard it, you didn't have to do the outline, do the coloring.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do all that. You got handed the building blocks. You're like, wow, look at this edit I made. Well,
yeah, and so much better than there. Okay, cool. Do that for 13 times for half an hour each, and we'll talk.
And then we'll have a conversation. Then I will sit there and listen to your legitimate responses you have about that. But until then, I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous at this point that these people are like, well, I made this using my phone. It's like, cool. That's 10 seconds, not half an hour. Cool. That's 10 seconds of something
episodes.
that's like you said, that's 10 seconds of something that's already been written, storyboarded, drawn, colored, and animated. And what did you do?
You used CapCut? Proud of you.
Wow.
You used Adobe Premiere? Proud of you.
Wow.
You used Vegas? Proud of you. Like that's all you're gonna get from me is a proud of you and a smack on the ass, because that's all you deserve. You're taking somebody's hard work that they've needed a full team, that they have fought for licensing rights, for actual rights to be able to put this out into the network, and then all of a sudden you think that just because you can do it on a fancy app, that all of a sudden what you're doing is 10 times better than what these people that are getting honestly spending most of their time doing.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad. Like I don't feel bad for these people that are saying that, well, it could have been better like this, could have been better like that, then do it yourself. We are such big proponents of, if you don't like how this is made, make it yourself. Make a One Punch Man. I promise it is not that hard to write a gag story. There's 3 of them off the top of my head that I could name. It is not that, especially doing something like this.
I wonder what these do. Hold on.
Thank you. I understand I have a very controversial take, but I'm glad everybody decided to applaud my opinions. So,
oh wow, that lasts a while.
So I have here a statement from the director of One Punch Man that he made on his social media account before he deleted it, after the weeks and weeks of harassment that fans.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to put that in air quotes here, because I'm sorry, if you harass somebody like this, you're not a fucking fan. You're just an anime tourist who thinks doing this will get a guy to switch up everything that he's worked hard for.
For your specific taste.
Yeah, you're being a cunt. Shut up. So this is the tweet that was posted by the director of One Punch Man. I have some rather unfortunate news. There are a few people among my followers who are pretending to be allies but are actually engaging in rage baiting, so I've decided to delete my account. Their actions, such as taking my statements out of context, trying to elicit comments that violate NDAs, or turning them into profit, are unacceptable and cannot be overlooked. I've always done my best for the fans with utmost sincerity, but I've come to the conclusion that continuing in the environment is unstable for this or unattainable for this project. It's always the genuine fans who end up suffering the most, which I mean we are. We're we see how you fucking people talk, and then we have to deal with it, because if this stops, we're fucked. We're not going to get more episodes. This will be the last time. It'll be stuck in Berserk hell, where it gets a couple seasons animated and then that's it. I don't even think
it'll get as far as Berserk hell, because let's face it, Berserk has had multiple attempts, and every attempt there was is just somebody either didn't understand the material or didn't understand what we're supposed to be looking at.
Yep. Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta prepare it real quick.
So, Vincent Wolf says, "So does your mom, but you don't see your stepdad saying all that all the time." I have no idea what you're in reference to, but thanks for coming to the show. But yeah, this is disappointing in so many ways because this is just another way for us to lose another show that so many of us do love. I mean, it's a gag character, yes. It's a funny show, yes, and it does actually have some weirdly poignant stuff to say about like society and things like that. But hey, we can only encourage people to just understand the process. I think that's what it is, and I think that's always what it's been. People don't understand how difficult it is to make something, to actually animate it, to draw it out, to storyboard it, to get the voice actors on board, to get these things told. I don't think people understand or appreciate how difficult that is, how difficult a process that is. And because they don't, because they think that uh, they can just churn out stuff, every 3 or 4 months, or they should be able to churn out stuff in 3 or 4 months. It's just not the way it works, and we're on the verge of losing permanently another show, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Sorry, I got lost in the sauce. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb to harass a company like this that much where they don't do it. And I think, am I happy with what I'm going to make a little? This has to be said in order to understand the point. Like, yes, it worked when we did the shit with Sonic. It worked out perfectly because but the thing was, it wasn't already made and out. Like it was still in the pre-making of the show. It still had time to not cook up to the full extent of what it wanted to be.
It still had time to change.
Yeah, it still had time where they're like, okay, well, people don't like this. Let's change this real fast. And it's a big company. It's a big company. And I'm sorry, but if you tweet at Paramount, if you tweet at these theaters, if you tweet at these companies, they're not going to give a fuck. They're not going to care.
No.
They're going to see it and be like, okay, has our PR guy said anything about it? No.
Yeah, has anybody said the N-word on morning news or something, or been caught confessing to molesting someone on a podcast or something? No.
Has anybody said any fun words in these last couple months? No. All right, cool.
All right, we're good.
Yeah,
Wanda says nothing kills a show for me more than super long waits. You're right. I don't appreciate the process, and that's okay because like long waits do suck. But when there has to be an understanding and a little bit of grace given, I guess, a little bit of lenience when it comes to certain aspects. Animation is supremely difficult. There has yet to be a new leap in technology or a leap in method that makes animation easier. There are still 10 to 100 people hand drawing this, hand painting this, hand animating this, and then they send that to a post workshop or a house, a product house, and then they get their After Effects done. There's a lot that goes into it, and so sometimes the wait is unwarranted, and sometimes the wait is absolutely warranted. When it comes to animation, you have to understand that if something's not marketable, we're gonna have a long wait. One Punch Man was very marketable, but you also had a company that was starting to really get their fingers into the creative process and into the storytelling, and they were starting to do what Walter Hamada did to DC. And if you don't know that story, that's that guy Walter Hamada is why Henry Cavill is no longer Superman. And James Gunn,
shit.
And James Gunn took over the DCU because Walter Hamada fucked everything so bad. So for the last, I'd say 15 years or so, Walter Hamada has been the problem for DC. Like he let
people hate him.
Yeah, he let Zack Snyder run rampant, and then when Zack Snyder had a crisis with his family, Walter Hamada cut him off at the knees and just sold out all of the DCU. Like it was ridiculous. And they wanted creative controls. And then everybody talks about The Rock coming into the DC as Black Adam and trying to take over There is some credibility to that, but I can say with certainty that I understand what he was trying to do. What he was trying to do was unify them to one character, just like Superman unifies all of DC. Like if you don't have Superman and Batman, you don't have
DC.
DC.
No.
Walter Hamada killed DC. Yes, he did. And what The Rock was trying to do was to come in because Henry Cavill's entire fucking contract was on the line at the time. He was trying to come in and say, well, how about we just make Black Adam and this whole little universe the linchpin then. You know, if Superman's on his way out, we can do this and still have a DCU.
Yeah, but when I think DC, I don't think Black Adam.
No.
I didn't even know Black Adam was a character.
Nobody does.
Until I exactly. I didn't know Black Adam was a character until I heard about the movie, and I was like, oh shit, okay, well what's this? Did some research. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of boring.
Very. Shazam is boring, and so is Black Adam, and the only time they actually have like fun stuff is when they're involved with other characters. But
they're a work-off character.
Oh yeah, what the company that was running One Punch Man was starting to do that. They were starting to get into how they wanted him to tell the story, what stories they wanted published, so on and so forth. They wanted Saitama to struggle, which is kind of like where that weird second half of the second season came in, like where all of a sudden it was kind of chill, and then it just like jetted off into that stratosphere with the aliens invading, and the guy that runs One Punch Man was still like, I'm still gonna tell the story. I'm just not going to do everything you want, which is where that weird second half came from.
That's weird because that's the whole, I mean, like that's, I understand the struggling part because that's kind of the thing is like he can hit things. Now follow me here, folks. Pay attention. He can destroy things with one punch. That's the joke. That's the gag. That's the goof. That's the gag. That's the whole point. He comes in. Oh, look, a tough enemy. Bam. Done. Dunzo. That's the joke. That's the gag. We waited the entire season for the punchline. There's the punchline. So seeing him struggle, it's like, sure. I mean, I guess. That's like watching Kinnikuman not being able to eat Gudon. And then them being like, well, this is canon. And you're like, no, it's not. Gudon is his favorite food.
You went a little bit too niche with that reference.
Don't care. I understand.
It's like Superman. It's like Superman not being a god. Okay, to be more specific, like it's like Superman not being a god. Like yes, Superman is a god. If I lived in the DC universe, I would be worshiping Superman. I would have an altar of Superman. Like we all exist because of his will.
Praise the man in the red tights.
Kal-El be thy name.
His ass looks so bountiful.
Dude. Shut the fuck. You know you would fucking ass slap Superman if you had the chance.
Oh yeah, and then get smacked into 15 skyscrapers. Make it to
you
maybe
you wouldn't make it past the smack. He'd smack you and you'd atomize. We're all breeding Gibby now. It's like, oh god, it tastes like weed and disappointment.
Oh god, it tastes like trailer parks. Tastes like trailer park. Stop yapping. I'm trying to watch a movie.
Hey Brandon, welcome to the show. That's an inside joke. I think his girlfriend just resounded with that sentiment. But let's get to the main topic at hand. Halo announced that they're making reworking of Halo 1 Combat Evolved from the ground up.
That?
Halo.
Yeah, but I feel like you shouldn't have to put Combat Evolved. I think you should just have to put Halo 1.
But that's the title of the game, Halo Combat Evolved.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Sure.
They released some alpha footage and gave a list of things that were going to be changed. And I thought It was pretty cool. I was like, this is just updating a classic, right? Like so many games are dying for this treatment, and Halo gets it, and Halo fans are turning into Star Wars fans. And that's exactly what I put in the description of this fucking episode. Nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. Okay? Like it's getting to the point of what the fuck else do you want? What can we what can we had to what can we do to fucking keep you people happy? It is ridiculous at this point that so many people are looking at this and going, "Hey, cool. We're gonna have a cool new Halo thing. First story. They're gonna have 3 new prequel missions. They're gonna have new guns, new updated mechanics, new updated graphics. All this stuff you can sprint now. The shield recharges in a certain rate, and all these people are. Oh, and for the first time, it's going to be available on PlayStation 5.
I seen that was a lot of people's problems. Was that it was going to be available on PlayStation, which, folks, suck it the fuck up. Exclusives don't exist anymore. I don't care what anybody says. Exclusives don't exist. The only thing you're going to get exclusives from is Nintendo. And I see, yeah, that's the only console anymore you're going to get exclusives from, because nobody wants to gatekeep games anymore. They don't want to try and make shit exclusively for a system. Why? Because they realize that it's losing them money. They are slowly realizing, and God, it's taken for fucking ever to
Way
realize.
longer than it should have.
Yeah, way fuck. I think the console wars was the dumbest fucking thing ever. I think the only time it really mattered was when it was PlayStation 2, Xbox, and I couldn't even tell you the Nintendo system. And the Dreamcast. That is the only time where the console wars matter. Anything after that is just people being purists and not wanting to switch over consoles. That's it. And with the inclusion of PC gaming being as high as it is, with so many AAA developers, so many indie developers now being able to make their own games, being to push them on these platforms, console exclusivity is done. It's donezo. Because nobody's going to want to buy a console specifically for this game. I mean, emulation, where you can get legal ROMs all over the internet. Like, there's no point in having these consoles specifically. The only reason you'll have them is because that's just the controller you're okay with. Like, I play on my PC a lot. You want to know what controller I use to play some of these games? Xbox. Yeah. Why? Because I'm used to the way this feels. I don't do it for exclusivities anymore. It's a waste of money. It's a waste.
I got mine.
Exactly. The only reason I still have that is because of the way it feels. And I fucking hate mouse and keyboard on some games. I will wholeheartedly admit that.
Yeah, I tried playing Hollow Knight with mouse and keyboard, and it was just...
It's a pain. Roguelites are not fun. Roguelites are not fun to do with mouse and keyboard. Nope. I'll do that with controller all day.
But yeah.
I think... Okay, so with the Halo thing, I'm not a Halo person. I was never a Halo person. The only Halo game I played was Reach. So my dick in this contest is not exactly big and swinging. So the only thing I can say is, for the people that love it, awesome. I'm glad you guys got a remaster. I'm glad you guys got a remake. That's dope. That's awesome. You guys get something you've been asking for. And the people that are bitching, go find another game. There's a plethora of over, I want to say, 4 decades of video games. 4 decades, a catalog of video games. And I promise you, it's not hard to find a way to play them. Like simple 5-minute search on the internet. It is not hard. It is not hard to play these games. If you don't like it, download an Xbox emulator, get a legal Halo 1 ROM, and play it to your heart's content. Play it like you wanted it. And even better, with a lot of these ROMs and a lot of these emulators, you can throw shaders on it. You can throw different mappings. You can throw mods on it to make it how you want it. If that's how you wanted to play it as God intended, go ahead and do it. But do not yuck somebody's yum because you don't like what they're doing. I know that's long-winded. I'm just sick.
No. Like, that's just it. It's not long-winded. It's honestly how you should fucking feel about it, because there are people that have waited years for this opportunity, and like I said, Fallout fans are still fucking waiting for a 3 or a Vegas remaster, and
I
Halo, yeah, Halo is getting this treatment as a love letter to now sharing this with another console, and this is going to be the first time some of these folks are ever going to touch a Halo game. Like this is going
good.
to be their first touch of a Halo game, something Xbox has gatekept, for fucking 20 years now, and this is going to be their first foray into it. Why would you not be happy about that? Why would you not be looking at that and going, "Yeah, awesome. They're gonna get to experience what it's like to do the couch multiplayer with the 4 screens and start, like light hammers
You're
and
not going
all
to be
this
able
other."
to do that. You're
Yeah.
not going to be able to do that like we were. You're not going to be able to enjoy the having to not screen peek so you could get a leg up. Like you're not going to be able to do that shit.
Stop
Let these
screen
other
peeking me.
stop. I'll shit whip this controller so fast that you will stop looking at my screen. But that's the thing is like let these newcomers enjoy this. Let a new generation of gamers enjoy this, because I'm going to tell you a little trick of the trade here, and I don't know if you've thought about this before, but if there's more people that enjoy the product, the companies will see it and be like, "Oh, we could make more of this and make more money." And then if you say it loud enough that you like it, and these are the changes we want, because mind you, devs do look at their Steam pages, do look at the review pages, and if you leave them actual critique, they will listen and make the changes. But if you sit there and bitch on Twitter behind your fucking phone keyboard, nobody's going to give a shit. You're just going to look like another whiny ass bitch on social media. That's all you're going to be.
And like you said, like the cool part is another generation, and I honestly hadn't even thought about that. Right, I hadn't even actually processed the idea that this is going to be new for an entire generation. Folks that have that grew up playing Halo are going to be able to say, "Hey, this I used to play this with my homies back in the day. Let me show you my son or my kid or my daughter." Or whatever, like the joy of experiencing Halo with your homies on the couch. A whole new generation is going to get this experience, going to get this exposure, and you're bitching about it. And like I said, fucking, they're now becoming Star Wars fans. Like there's no making you fucking happy. Oh, by the way, speaking of Star Wars fans, yes, we were supposed to get a Ben Solo movie. This was just dropped. We were supposed to get a Ben Solo movie.
The
all right?
vitriol behind this, I'm excited for.
Yeah, because this pissed me the fuck off.
Oh,
All right,
no.
like this pissed me the fuck off. All right, we were supposed to get a Ben Solo movie, i.e., Kylo Ren. He was supposed to have his own fucking movie about his journey from the Skywalker's training to how he became a Knight of Ren, how he started to worship his grandfather. The entire thing, we were supposed to get a fucking Ben Solo movie. But after the last Star Wars movie and the last few Star Wars shows have been getting fucking shit on, they pulled this. They pulled the movie. They pulled it. Adam Driver was on board. So was Daisy Ridley. So was everybody the fuck else, including Mark Hamill to return as Luke Skywalker. Well, they had the whole fucking thing mapped out, and they were gonna make it. They were gonna give us the Knights of Ren. Now, for those of you who are not fucking Star Wars nerds like me, I understand. What the fuck is the Knights of Ren? That is where Kylo Ren gets his name. Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren. Now, if we go back to the sequel series with Daisy Ridley, episode 9, I think it is, we actually get to see a flash of them. All of them in their getup with Kylo Ren in the middle. There were powerful Force users. They're not really good with the Sith and the lightsaber combat, but they were powerful Force users, and together they formed a collective, and they were Sith adjacent, and it was well, no, because that's just it. They worked for the Sith, and they also worked for whoever the fuck else paid money. But we were supposed to get a whole fucking cool ass movie about Kylo Ren and his whole journey, and because of Star Wars fans in fucking general, The movie got pulled, and we're never gonna see it. It's never gonna see the light of day. In fact, somebody even wanted to pitch the idea of an animated series or an animated short, and they said no, we're not touching it. In fact, as far as I know, the last Star Wars thing we're gonna see for a while, and I do mean a fucking while, is gonna be the Mandalorian and the Grogu, the movie that's coming out a little bit next. That's coming out a little bit later or early next year. That's it. That's all we're getting for now.
You're joking. You're lying to me.
No, Daisy Ridley
No.
had already confirmed that she was in talks to come back as Rey Skywalker, and they were gonna make a whole new series of movies, and no, it all got pulled. It all got pulled.
Dude.
It's all dead
Oh,
right now. The
mother-
whole Star Wars universe is on hold again, thanks to fucking Star Wars fans and Halo fans. You're now going down that path. I hope you fucking realize you are now going down that path of just killing shit. The Halo TV show objectively was not good.
It did. It was. You don't try. I mean, I'm not a Halo fan, but even as like just a person that sees it from the outside looking in, it wasn't good.
That wasn't good. No.
It wasn't good. It was not a good adaptation, and that's coming from somebody who's not a Halo fan, just an enjoyer.
No, and Gore Verbinski and everybody else, how was it District 9
Yes.
got made with the aliens and stuff like that, and how that got made was Gore Verbinski and all of them were supposed to make a Halo movie, but Halo pulled out at the last minute, and then when that got pulled, they were supposed to make a BioShock movie, and the BioShock movie got pulled by Ken Levine at the last minute, and so they just gave these two guys the money, and we're just like, just do something.
Do you think BioShock is afraid to make a movie
They're
or make a
making
TV
one.
show?
They're making
No,
a movie.
Yeah, but that okay. Yeah, well, I can say I'm making a 7-star meal and it's going to be done in the next day. Doesn't mean it's going to fucking happen in the next day. I know what I mean is this has been announced for years. Like this BioShock show. This BioShock show has been constantly said like, "Hey, we're gonna make a show. We're gonna make a movie." But every time it comes close to a release date, they're like, "Well, we're gonna have to push it back for insert reason here." I don't think anymore that it's
Viable?
it's viable. It is viable. But the way that social media acts and the way that people rip and tear things so close to the bone, I think they're scared to. I think they're scared to push out a product that because there are no more autistic people than when it comes to BioShock fans. Holy shit. Draven is a BioShock fan, and I say that to him as well. Like if you
I got a BioShock tattoo.
You even mess with that code a little bit to where something isn't right how they want it, all hell will break loose. And as seeing the company who makes that stuff, I don't blame them because holy shit, are you guys terrifying when one of your things does not go as planned. I seen how people talked about Infinite. Good mother of God, you thought so many babies, so many grandmas, so many fucking freshly brought home puppies got kicked into a dumpster with how they drag this fucking thing. But obviously,
that's funny because that's where my tattoo comes from is BioShock Infinite.
Really?
Wanda says they should make a TV show, not a movie for BioShock. It was
Honestly.
supposed to be a TV show. It was supposed to be an HBO miniseries. HBO passed on it in the end because the people that were making it did not want to CG everything.
I don't blame them.
And so they canceled. HBO walked, and then for a little bit it was with God, I can't remember who it went to, but in the end, Francis Lawrence is directing it. From what I understand, this is going to be a 2.5-hour movie.
Oh God. Okay.
I would love to see this turned into a miniseries or something like that, but the truth is that I don't. So like being part of productions that I've been in, right? being, knowing stuff that has gone on, especially if you watch the show The Studio, which my brother just turned me onto, with Seth Rogen and all them.
Yeah.
The more material there is to work with, and the more time between things like episodes, the more time you have for people to fuck with it. Like, oh yeah, like we don't want to take this episode here. We want this episode to go here. Oh, we want to take this episode here. Like, no, as a movie, we all have to agree on the script, the boarding, the actors, the schedule.
The props.
Everything has to be agreed on once, and they can only do it fucking once. So that way, there's not going to be a fall off of quality from episode 1 to episode 3. You know what I mean? So, like, as much as I would love to see, really, just a real like a 6-part miniseries of the entire first game, including some of the DLC, I would kill for that. But I also know that whoever the fuck is going to get involved is going to look at the mud, because that's exactly what happened originally, right? They started building. There's pictures on the dark web, if you can find them, of the original sets being built, the original doors of Rapture, the bio doors that fucking roll open and stuff like that with the tubes.
Okay.
You can find them. They're out there, of it being built in preparation for the movie when Ken Levine walked away last minute. Now, I also want to get my fucking Division movie, which has been in development fucking hell with Netflix for God only knows how many fucking years. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think BioShock is way more likely to happen than this.
Then
And
a Division movie? Yes.
Yeah.
Wholesale.
And with people like Alec Gillis, super monster, like just incredible effects artists, getting more work now than they ever have, and people returning to physical, actual props rather than just CG at all, I really do believe that we have a place for BioShock. Like, I really do think.
Yeah. Yeah, it could exist. I'm not saying it can't exist. I'm just saying that anybody who makes it knows they have a gigantic target on their back.
We're not that bad. We're not that bad. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut
it's
up.
not a give. It's not gonna. Here's my
Shut
reasons why we're not that bad. No, it's gonna be just stop talking, because I know you're gonna say some truth. So just stop talking.
Shut up.
But I hope it gets made. I'm a BioShock fan. That was my.
Hi, Bart. Welcome to the show.
Hello. That was my first game on the Xbox 360. So like,
Joel. Welcome, Joe, to the show. Halo has always sucked. The fuck is this title?
well, unfortunately,
Hot
we're moving. We're past it now. Right? But like, I think, I do think BioShock. I think it would be good. I'm just saying, unfortunately, the size of the target on the back is gigantic. So if they want to run with it, they can.
You think it's too important to fail? That kind of thing?
Yes.
Like if
Yes.
we fail, this will cost way more money than it should.
Yes, if this fails, that will be the nail on the coffin is right there. Like somebody's just waiting to hit it with a hammer. All we're waiting for now is that one last thing to either send that through the coffin or to drop it all in general and continue on with it. Because it already has such a fan base that it's going to survive no matter what. Whether there's something new made or if BioShock Infinite was the last piece of media we ever got. Like, it's still going to exist.
Yeah. And the thing that, like, I think Halo right now is exactly where BioShock is right now. BioShock 4 is in the works with Cloud Chamber Studios. And I think, just like Halo, they have no idea what the fuck to do next. Because we've already traveled forward in time, we've traveled back in time. We need to find another plausible place to put this game. And also with Kevin Levine not being there anymore, and I used to love Ken Levine. I really did. I thought this guy was a fucking genius. Until he started making decisions that were terrible for BioShock. No, really. Like he betrayed his own product. Like that's just it. That's why the movie didn't get made when it was supposed to get made. Was because like there were the Gore Verbinski, Peter Jackson, and Neil Blomkamp were all like, we can't tell the story this way. We need to tell the story this way. Like this is the way we need to tell. We understand what you want, but in film, this is how the story needs to be told. And Kevin Levine walked away because the studio said, this is your baby. If you don't like the way it's going, pull the plug. And he wanted it a very, very, very specific way. And the three filmmakers, Peter fucking Jackson, made a little movie called Lord of the Rings. Don't know if you ever heard of it.
No,
Gore
what's it
Verbinski, another, just no one who came off of, the set of this weird movie called Pirates of the Caribbean. And fucking Neil Blomkamp, another motherfucker who at that time was unknown, but had an incredible vision and had a very big taste for practical effects. So these three dudes were telling Kevin Levine, we understand that you want to do it this way. We can't fucking do it this way because of film. Film doesn't work that way. We have to tell the story from this way. And Kevin Levine said, fuck you, pulled the plug, walked.
That sounds like such a whiny little bitch response, though.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like, as Halo fans, I'm sorry, as BioShock fans, we were like, good, stand your fucking ground, stand for what you believe in, protect your story. And then BioShock Infinite came out. And then when BioShock Infinite came out, Kevin Levine came onto so many interviews and podcasts and was just like, yeah, fuck this game and fuck you too. I just put something out. I don't even like this game. I don't even like the story. I just put it out. I didn't even write most of it. And BioShock fans were like, I'm sorry, what? Like, this has been under your pillow the whole fucking time, and you're just seriously just telling us to go fuck ourselves? And he was like, yeah, I had ideas for DLC or expansions for the second game. I had expansions for the third game. But I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. And us as BioShock fans, we were like, the fuck do you mean? And because he was under contract to make another BioShock game, they were like, please, we need to get this new game under production. It's been a few years. Infinite sold gangbusters. So what do you think of us doing this or that? Do you have another idea? And he essentially said, nah, fuck you, I quit.
Yeah, Infinite and Overwatch made huge advancements in technology. Huge advancements in technology.
Well, the way the gameplay worked, yeah, I can say that. But Kevin Levine.
You know what I'm trying to say. You're just
saying.
avoiding it.
I am not avoiding it. I'm just not giving you the satisfaction you want.
There's a 34th rule you got to know about when it comes to BioShock and Overwatch. So if you really need to see what I'm talking about to fully understand, because it's very complex, like it's close to Isaac Newton's law of gravity.
Yeah.
So
if you want to find out what it is, just type in BioShock Rule 34. You'll find out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you'll find out real fast.
Yeah.
You'll find out what they call big daddies.
Gee, he took it a step too far. We left it right where it was supposed to stop, and then you gave it away.
Look, they take care of the kids. They take care of the. They take.
Suck. Anyways, no, I'm just fucking with you. Kevin Levine really betrayed all of BioShock, and I really did used to love that guy. I used to love his the stories that he wanted to tell and stuff like that. And then I just found out that I don't know if he got burned out or fucking exhaustion happened or something, but this guy snapped and just said fuck you and fuck BioShock and walked. And that's why we haven't had a new BioShock in years.
You know who we should have direct the BioShock series to give it the proper give it the proper love that it needs in order to flourish? U of A Bowl.
I hate you. All right, taking applications for a new co-host, folks.
Oh, okay. All right. Mind you, okay.
Shit.
I mean, I'm talking shit. The only thing I've seen by U of A Bowl is the Postal movie. So, that's the only ground I have to work that he's done. Beyond that, I haven't watched another movie of his.
What is that zombie movie that he made?
And the Postal movie was not good.
It was.
It
not
was. It was not good, and this is coming from a Postal fan.
Good. My God, House of the Dead. You need to watch House of the Dead.
Oh, he made a movie of that?
Yeah,
You're
you
fucking
need to watch it.
lying to me.
I'm not. You need to watch it.
Oh God, not House of the Dead.
Mm.
So moving on before I sit and try and think about
First
movies
schnapps.
first. So I think a lot of companies do want to make these video game movies or bring these video games to the big screen, but they are starting to realize that video game nerds are not like comic book nerds.
No.
They're a lot meaner.
Yes.
They are so much meaner than what comic book nerds are. Because like when She-Hulk came out, you had the alpha men in the Marvel chats being like, "Wow, she didn't do it like this in comic book 4, page 5, panel 63." Mm-hmm. But no, video game nerds will be like, hold the fuck on. So you're telling me that this piece of lore is accurate here, but in the game that I spent over half a decade burning hours into is not included? Your mother is fat, and I'm going to show you why she's fat. Like they are,
Oh my God.
they are vicious. Video game fans are vicious, and I think that's why a lot of companies are starting to realize, like, hey, if we're going to make this, we got to make sure we pay attention to the fans. Like, if we don't, we're fucked. We're fucked by Ways from Fridays. I think the only company right now that's getting kind of leeway from it is Bethesda. I think Bethesda and the way they're doing the Fallout show, those are the only people that are getting leeway about it, because the only people that are bitching about it are people above the age of 40.
No, the only people that are bitching about it are people who've never fucking played Fallout.
Ooh. Yeah, I love it. I love the Fallout show.
I love the show. It's a great show. Honestly, it's so fucking lore accurate. Like it's like, but you're right though. Video game fans are so much more vicious and so much more mean. And I also believe that we have such a bad track record with video game movies, going all the way the fuck back to the Super Mario Brothers movie with Don Haskins and or Bob Haskins and fucking the Pest. What's his name? Oh God, why can't I remember his fucking?
I couldn't tell you anything.
He's one of my like all-time favorite actors, and right now I'm blanking on his goddamn name. Hold on. No, I need to redeem myself for this one. Hold on.
No, they're brutal, and we've been seeing, like, with the great success of the Mario movie.
John Leguizamo.
Who?
John Leguizamo.
Who the fuck is that?
You know who he is. Go ahead.
Okay, let me look it up real quick. Since
I think we have, going back to my point, I think we have such a terrible fucking history with these gigantic video game movies that, Leguizamo, thank you, Danny. These gigantic video game movies that fail so hard because they failed to capture what the fuck the game is about. The Assassin's Creed movie, I can't remember 60 seconds of that fucking movie.
Nope.
I watched it. Okay? I watched sober, mind you. I can't remember a fucking thing. Not one. I can't remember if the word "the" was said in it.
Because now we're here in the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Because that could be the best line from that. That's the problem.
But also we have companies that are taking games a little bit more seriously. The Super Mario Brothers, the new one, the animated one, sold gangbusters, did $1 billion. The Minecraft movies, we're going backwards on that one. It was. I'm not gonna lie, it was dumb, no brain fun, but we took a step back on that one.
It was a movie made for kids.
Yeah, you're
not
meant
wrong. For you adults in your 20s, you fucking
or 30s
losers.
or 40s.
Yes, you fucking losers. It wasn't made for you, okay? I'm gonna here, darling, hold my hand when I say this, please, because I'm about to be a little mean. With you. That movie wasn't made for you, okay? It was made for the people with kids. Because I thought the movie was dumb, but then I realized, I'm not the target audience. My kids who sat and watched it on repeat as soon as it came to HBO Max, and I mean, when I say repeat, I mean repeat, and I can't say the word repeat enough because I won't be close to watching it. It's not okay. Well, yeah, it was on repeat.
Thank you.
Like, you cannot go into a movie if you are not the target audience. And if you're not the target audience, it's not made for you, man. Like, yeah, you can have your opinions on it. You can say it sucked, but at the end of the day, if it's not made for you, you're not the target audience. That's why somebody who loves that's like somebody who loves a romance show goes in and sees Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man. Like, they go and see that and like, oh, this was absolute trash. I don't know why I paid money for it. It wasn't made for you, because every person I've seen, I had a buddy just text me today and tell me, hey, I'm going to go see the Chainsaw Man movie. I was like, all right, let me know how it goes. He texted me and he's like, if you get the chance, go watch that shit in 3D. Don't watch it normally. Go watch it in 3D. It was fucking awesome. And Mighty, we are two of the biggest like critiquers of Chainsaw Man, because we gotta. How do I want to put this? We have a day dedicated to where it's like, hey, it's Tuesday. I'm gonna send you if I like this chapter or if I thought this chapter was irritating. But I know who it's made for, and I will always go in thinking about what it's made for. Same as the Spider-Man movie. That was made for preteens, teens, and adults in their early 20s. After 30, it's like, okay, you should not be as critical of movies. You've been here for a while. Like, you've been here for a fucking minute.
I think the perfect example of this was not for you, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think critically it did okay, and that's just it. Critically, it did okay. Like, everybody was kind of like, I'm not into the violence, I'm not into the vulgarity. I like seeing Wolverine cuss that much was a lot, and like all these people that were like, they weren't in a lot of it. Comic book nerds, however, did get the special sock out because it got good.
Oh, it got real good. I loved it. I love watching it.
I love it. Yeah, I've watched it like 5 or 6 times, and the people who didn't get it, like, it's this wasn't for you. And I think this is another really good example of this was not for you. Now, you're right you're right, and I kind of have to walk back my comment about the Minecraft movie.
I need to get a special banner. This has happened 2 separate shows with 2 different things. Gibby is collecting the W's slowly. I need a banner that just says Gibby was right and just hold it up every. Hold on a second.
Oh God.
I'll keep talking. It's gonna be a minute.
Right, we're gonna wait for him, folks. But yeah, no. I need to take a step back on that one and actually say, yeah, it was not made for me. The Minecraft was also not made for people my age or my demographic. I can say with unbridled certainty that the people that made it had a ton of fun, and it shows in the characters and the way they acted. What's his name? Jason Momoa. Here, I'll put you full screen for that one. There you go.
Now, anytime the dead man says that I like what you said and I'm going to have to walk back my statement, or if I get proven something right, this will be shown the entire time he is talking. Why? To prove that, and read it with me, folks, Gibby was right.
Hey, I've never had an issue being wrong. I've never had an issue being wrong.
Oh, I know, but I don't get my wins very often because you have more knowledge in the nerd realm than I do. So, like, the couple wins I have, I take them.
Yeah, but I think no, and that's just it. The Deadpool and Wolverine movie, I think, is analogous to the Minecraft movie. It was not made for me. Jason Momoa had a ton of fun filming, and honestly, I can appreciate it. I love when you can tell when an actor's having fun. You know what I mean? Like, on screen through the character, I love that you can tell when they're having fun, and that was one of those ones where they had a ton of fun. You know.
It's like I said, I watched it. Wasn't for me. I thought it was. I'm not a Minecraft person to begin with. I thought the movie was dumb, but
what can you do?
I'm not the target audience. My kids are. My children are, and they loved it. They absolutely loved the hell out of it, and they're waiting for a second one. I mean, holy shit. So I have, I'm going to age check myself here. I was around when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, like the first or the first game, the first official game got released, and it was so. I don't want to say bad. I don't want to say it was terrible, but it was the beta version. The beta version.
It was something.
It was something. It was new. It was inventive, and it was awesome. Not the target audience. I'll sit there and listen to lore videos till I am 6 feet under. But today, one of my sons was following me around my apartment, telling me about Five Nights at Freddy's. And I apologized to my dad because I'm like, dude, did I do this? And he's like, yes, you constantly told me stuff that I had no clue what was it about. And I was like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. But like, he's in they're in the room next to me, so I can't say this loud. But like, I want to make it a surprise to go show them the newest one.
Right,
Like, because it may not be for me. I'm not going to sit there and be glued to the screen, but I know they will enjoy it. And that's the end goal, is enjoyment with these things. And I think a lot of people forget that that's the whole point of media, not only just games and movies and music. That's the point, is for us to enjoy it, or to find the target audience that will enjoy it. Stop trying to make it for everyone. Gatekeep the shit.
I wouldn't say gatekeep, but definitely know your audience and target that audience.
Yes, don't target people that don't know shit about it.
This is not
target
for the masses.
Yeah, this is for people that go in and know exactly what they're expecting with this. If you just like I mean, even a prime example is Henry Cavill when it came to The Witcher. Because my favorite clip is when he went on Jimmy Kimmel and he's like, "Oh, if you could, which one of the potions would you drink?" It's like, none of them. They're all extremely bad. He's like, "Yeah, but if you could," he's like, "No, none of them. They are terrible for normal human bodies.
They
no matter
will
how
kill
strong
you.
you
Yeah.
are." So, it's
we're going
where
to talk
you-
about that next week, though. So let's. Oh yeah, that's our. We have new footage, new stuff for the new Witcher season, and we're going to talk about it. So
don't make me watch that.
we're going to watch that footage. We're going to watch the footage. We are.
Also, this is not this is more of just me spitballing the idea out there. I've already talked to Deadman about it. I may be an anime nerd, but I'm still a kind of an anime virgin. I haven't been here the longest. I've been here for maybe a couple of years, and I've never seen Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've never watched it. I've just seen clips on TikTok and YouTube and heard people talk about it. I've listened to reviews about it. So here in the next couple weeks, me and Deadman are going to make a special show where we're going to go through the entirety of Evangelion. But that means that I have to watch it first. So that'll happen in the next couple weeks. We'll give you a week heads up before that happens. So, you don't expect a normal VTN show and you come in and it's just two neckbeards talking about Evangelion for an hour and a half. Yeah, like we did with Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
So,
all right, folks.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for tuning in. Please check out all our stuff. Check out all our social medias. Also, check out Dark Charm Radio. That is where we both write and voice act and have a lot of fun over there. Right now, the current episode is a remake or remaster of the very first Dark Charm Presents episode. And that is out right now on all your favorite podcast platforms. Give us a little bit of support there. And also, we'll be back next week. We're going to talk about Henry Cavill and The Witcher and people made for parts. Just
oh yes,
like when you look at an actor and go, they need to play this character, and we'll see what happens.
And you'll hear me finally give Pedro Pascal a chance to be like, yeah, he did that right. He was for that.
So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
And before you go, let me just do a little shill here. If you like listening to my ramblings and watch me lose my mind throughout the day in a social media platform, go to x.com/enoughsnuff, where you see me go through a mental breakdown almost daily.
It is almost daily. All right, folks. Good night.